Oh look, a lollipop. Thanks, Motion Raceworks. What up, y'all? What's going on? Hey, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, there's so much going on, so much to do still. Still trying to get this thing done, ready for LS Fest. I'm trying to guys stay caught up with the videos though. But this is what you guys missed. Catch can. We're doing the catch can. We did the catch can the other day. I'm gonna show you guys the video on that, the installation process that I had to deal with, the hiccups that I ran into, and the things you guys might take and maybe learn from. Don't do the same mistakes I did. But Motion Raceworks was with the catch can I went with. I love those products. Motion Raceworks, this video is not sponsored by them by any means, but their products are badass. I'm willing to spend the money on them. And they make parts. They're car guys, you know what I mean? So they make parts for car guys, you know what I mean? It's like, that's what you want. You want somebody that's a car person, car guy, making parts for cars, right? You don't want some corporate guy making parts for us, you know what I mean? Not knowing what it takes to put them in and all that, an engineering process. But check out the video on the catch can. Let me know what you guys think. There's my valve covers, guys. Depending on what LS motor you guys got, I happen to have a crate motor, so these are the valve covers I got with the motor. We had them powder coated. I really wish I did all this stuff before we had them powder coated. Really, I mean, you know, you live and you learn. It is what it is. But thanks to Motion Raceworks, and obviously we don't have the weld-on bungs or anything like that. It would have been easier to do the weld-on bungs, of course, but Motion Raceworks provided these new, basically bolt-on bungs. Really, they're really what it is. It helps you if you don't have obviously anything to weld aluminum or weld a bung on, or if you don't want to take it down to a shop, you buy these here, these adapters, and they go right onto your valve covers. And then this actual will change. This is a dash 10, I want to say. This is a dash 10. You can go all the way up to a dash 12, I want to say. So depending on how big your line you want to go, you can change that, which is kind of nice, you know, because if you do a weld-on bung, you really can't change it after that. But what I struggled with was finding a flat surface. I originally wanted to put it down here, but it didn't make any sense because of gravity. I mean, you don't get a lot of oil in the valve covers, in the valve, where all your rockers and everything else is at. But it is just going to sit there as your engine is running. So either you put it on the top of the valve cover or up here, and our best choice was there on that one in particular, and then on this one we put it there on that side there. But the issue we had with my valve covers, you guys see this baffle here that's built in comes all the way here and was covering. So what I had to do is cut this here using a Dremel, drill out all the rivets here, and then this is the little plate, adapter plate, that you have to drill on. And behind here there's the actual hole that's probably the size of almost of that basically this breather. And there's a cool video on Motion Raceworks. I'll put it in the description below, and they show you how to install these. I'm not going to show you how to install these because, like I said, mine actually took me a lot longer than it should have. On the video they do, they are just doing it like on a flat set of valve covers, and it's really, really nice. They just do it like, you know, in a flat portion of the valve cover. So mine wasn't really the case. Like I said, I had all this extra stuff to deal with, not to mention the existing like breather tube like this one. On this one, we're able to eliminate it and put it right there. That's where the old one was at, right here. It took a lot of work because from the factory, it's like punched in there, and then it's raised on the back side. It was a pain in the butt, grinding all that down. And then when it got to this one, because of where this one's located at, it was too much of a pain in the butt. And then not to mention, if I put this guy here, then literally our line was going to run all the way across this, and it was just going to block this. I didn't really like that. I know this looks ugly, I'm probably just gonna cap this off, but it's better than that thing running all the way down the line, the hose here, and then blocking here. It kind of defeats the purpose of getting these done. Not to mention, I've already relocated the coil packs because I didn't want these things blocked, because I wanted to show these off or show them off so you guys can see that LSX. So we put them here, and then I try to put them as close as I could to that back firewall, so that way there was not a lot of lines running across your engine, running across your motor. Let me put these on, and then I'll take you down to the catch can, and then you can see how we ran my lines. And maybe if it's something you guys are interested in, check them out though. But I thought it was kind of nice that they came up with these. They really just drill into your valve covers, which is kind of nice. Let me put these on the car real quick. Because of the motor we got and the twin turbos we're running, Motion Raceworks, we got a dash 10 from them. But the problem is, when you're making these fittings, they give you these fittings, AN fittings. I don't have the size 10 tool, the cool tool. I have it up to dash 8, which we've been doing for our fuel system. And I don't have a dash 10. So what I did is, this is the guide that I use. This is just from Jags. It's nothing crazy. It's super cheap, inexpensive. And what I do is I put this piece in the vise like this, flip the other way, so we can get this hose in here like that. So you got to work that in there, but you got to work it in a twist in motion. It's kind of the same concept as the cool tool. Only thing is nice is this goes in the vise and then it clamps in there, so that way it doesn't spin. This is the same concept, but this has this nice fine, like almost like you can call it a funnel for the hose, so it doesn't, like the actual ends don't split or fray or whatever. But this works just fine. I've already done it with the other side. So if you don't have that dash 10 tool or whatever, you can get something like this from Jags. That'd be ideal. It has all the different sizes too. And then we're gonna use this same thing to actually insert the other fitting, the other part of the fitting on here, to screw that on. We'll flip this around and then we'll apply oil and then screw that on. But these dash 10 hoses, man, they don't have any give on them. They're super tough, super thick. So it's good stuff from Motion Raceworks. So let's go ahead and get this fitting on here real quick. We're going to throw this 90 degree on there, and then it'll give us kind of an idea where we need to be for our catch can install. Spent the last 30 minutes looking for my other straight fitting. You saw we were in the middle of putting these ends on so we can finish this thing up, and I'm a little bummed right now. I don't know where the hell it goes, because I've been mocking it up, trying to figure out a placement for it, using these fittings to see where everything's gonna land, and I don't know where the hell is that. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Guess we gotta keep looking. Oh my God! How did you get in there? Shit! Oh. KO. Oh yeah, that hurt. Am I bleeding? I knew that was gonna happen too. You guys saw me earlier removing that valve cover to take that guy off. And the reason why is because this thing is so tight in this corner right here, especially with my reservoirs and this plate, this back plate right here, that if I don't put this 90 on there before I put the valve cover on there, it's not going on. We have plenty of clearance once it's on there, but I can't get it on there to screw on there or start it while the valve cover's on. So we got to take it apart and do all this mess before we can put it on. So just at least to get it started. A little pain in the ass, but you know, that's car building, so what are you gonna do? Better than having to cut that thing up. Like I said, we got the clearance to just lean, pedal, lean. I like that. What y'all think? That looks good, don't it? That looks good. I like it. That looks clean. Here is a better visual. I know that side camera is a little weird. Not too bad though. Look, we came back down that way. Have it there. Coming out of that valve cover. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So there it is, guys. What you guys think? Not too bad, huh? It looks good. It looks real good. Guys, we got more videos coming up. Stay tuned for that. I'm working on something else right now. I will post a video about that later as well. But in the meantime, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. And guys, hit me up on Instagram as well. You guys can catch more information about the build as it's going through. A little bit more updated on Instagram. But SS Goose is where it's at. Guys, we in here, remember. We in here. We ain't out there yet. Keep wrenching.